BM English Speaking Radio Channel presents BM English Word of the Day. My name is Prachiti and I'm your host for this episode. You are listening to episode number 30 of season 3. Today's word is adhere. The meaning of adhere is to stick to something either literally or figuratively, or to stay firm in supporting or approving, or to follow an instruction or rule strictly. With BM English Speaking Radio Channel, learn one new word every day and impress the world. In this English vocabulary lesson, you will learn how to use the word adhere. We are sure that this ESL lesson will help you to enhance your English vocabulary and speak English fluently and confidently. Adhere is spelled as A-D-H-E-R-E. To adhere means to follow something completely. It could be following some rules or guidelines or instructions or even a discipline. We can understand this better with Priya's example. Priya was an environmental officer and she was in charge of conducting inspections at factories to monitor their waste disposal system. She would always personally visit the factories and ensure that the employees follow all the rules of correct waste disposal, which means that she would check if the employees working in the factory would adhere to all the rules of the waste disposal system. Listen carefully how we can use the word adhere in 8 different forms in 8 different situations. Example number 1 of 8. Joe was the owner of a transport company and his trucks would be used for transporting vegetables. While interviewing any candidate for the truck driver's position, he would ensure to give instructions on maintaining speed limits on the highway. Joe wanted his drivers to adhere to traffic rules. Example number 2 of 8. Sarita was the owner of a small accounting firm and was quite dedicated and disciplined. She wanted all her team members to adhere to all the office rules and hence she handed them a rule book with all the do's and don'ts during their orientation. Example number 3 of 8. While performing a group dance, all dancers require to adhere to the choreography so that their steps look in sync and are well coordinated. Example number 4 of 8. Jared was pursuing a course for learning interior designing. During one of the sessions, he was told that in order to let the paint adhere to the wall must be completely dry. This means that if he wanted the paint to stick to the wall, he should ensure that the wall is completely dry before applying the paint. Imagine you can also download the transcript of this episode and all our podcasts from our website. Visit www.bmconsultantsindia.com to download transcripts of all the episodes. Example number 5 of 8. Smitha ordered a speaker system online and had to assemble it on her own. While connecting it with the television set, she had to adhere to all the instructions mentioned in the instruction manual that came with it. Example number 6 of 8. During a criminal investigation, the investigating officers did not adhere to all the rules created for submitting the evidence. As a result, the investigation took a longer time to complete and the criminal was caught after putting in additional time and efforts. Can you see how important it is to adhere to the rules? Example number 7 of 8. Robin had gained a lot of weight after the age of 30. He also developed some health issues post the weight gain. Now what do you think the doctor would have suggested? Well, you guessed it correct. The doctor suggested him to adhere to a strict diet and a healthy lifestyle in order to lose weight and overcome all the health issues. Example number 8 of 8. In a famous 5-star restaurant, the banquet manager would ensure that all the kitchen staff adhered to strict hygiene guidelines. Today we learnt the word adhere, which means to stick to something, either literally or figuratively, to stay firm in supporting or approving, or to follow an instruction or rule strictly. Can you frame 3 sentences with adhere and type in our comments box? We are waiting. We are sure this lesson has helped to boost your English vocabulary and speak fluent English. Do subscribe to our podcast, BM English Speaking Radio, and stay tuned for new English vocabulary lessons. This was episode number 30 of 200 BM vocabulary episodes that we have planned. Kindly note that we will be publishing one vocabulary episode daily at 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So meet you tomorrow at 6 a.m. with a new word. Till then, take care.